Welcome back, people. It's day 798. There's a little bit of life left in him. He's carrying on. Are you carrying on? May we all carry on. Float on somewhere. So, this is what I feel like God is showing me. And this is the way that he is revealing himself to me in this current time. And what he's revealing to me is his nature. You can't help but find the faithfulness of God in his nature, the compassion of God in his nature, the love of God in his nature. This is who he is. He's revealing himself to me as he is. And I am just reflecting that. And maybe you are experiencing or have experienced what it is to be walking in a very dry place for a long time. And perhaps you're waiting on a promise from God. And God's saying, just keep walking, just keep walking, keep walking. You walk so long, you forget where you're, like, what was the point? It's like I've been in the waiting room, like in the waiting room of like a dentist or something. Some kind of appointment that I have, but I forgot I had an appointment because I've been waiting for so long. It's like that. And so God's revealing himself to me. He seems to be showing up in kind of a new way. But what he is revealing to me in the way that he is showing up is you with me. You don't have to try to understand this. You don't have to try to put yourself in a better mood. You don't have to try to grasp what's going on. Because I see you. Because I understand you. This is I think the title of the video and the inspiration behind it and the way that he's revealing himself to me. Peace of mind in due time. You will have peace of mind in due time. For the longest time, you and I have been walking in a very dry place. It's very difficult to have peace of mind. There's really been no form of stability. It's like you come up for air, for oxygen, and you're back under the water. You come up for air just for a little bit, just to go back under the water. Rest for a little bit, just to keep walking like a soldier on a battlefield. Just enough strength to keep walking. And I feel like in this place, the Lord is just like, I don't expect you to change your familiar, but I am the God who is changing your familiar. This is how I am showing up to you. This is where I'm being faithful. I'm not looking to you to have a peace of mind. I'm saying in due time, you will have a peace of mind. Meaning this is going to take some time to sink in because you've had a lot of false hope. Hold on, my music stopped playing. I know you can't really hear it, but I kind of like a little music in the background. It's like peace of mind in due time. You've been walking a long time. He's not expecting you to just change. But in him changing the season is where he is faithful. Faithful with you in the dry place, and then faithful to come meet you in the dry place. And say, we're not going to be in here very much longer. But I'm not looking for you to do anything more. And what I'm giving you, what I'm announcing to you before I spring it into being is you will have peace of mind in due time. Meaning this is going to take time to sink in. My music just keeps stopping. This is going to take some time to sink in. This is going to take time for you to be convinced that we're actually in a new place. Because a new place can just look like the ashes of an old place. But we have transitioned. We have moved on. But you feel the heaviness of a previous season. I'm like, whatever, man. And he's like, you don't have to believe me. You've done enough walking. I will give you peace of mind in due time. Because I'm just like, Lord, I'm looking at 2025 and I'm seeing change. But part of me doesn't even want to lift my head up and have a little bit of hope in that, because I remember what happened 2024, 2023, 2022, and the heaviness of the years that have felt robbed from me. And right when I thought I was going to lift off, smacked down again. So I feel like the Lord is very understanding in this place. He understands where you are. He understands how long you've been walking and your mental state at this time. And this is where I would find that it is 2 footprints in the sand at some point, because he picks you up and carries you where you can't walk. It's like, God, I can't even believe things are going to get good for me. I don't remember when good felt good for very long. I remember having a good day here or there, but consistency and goodness, no, I haven't had that in forever. I don't know what that's about. I don't trust that at all. It's almost like a coping mechanism to push it away and to not trust it. And I feel like the Lord is like, I get it. I get it. But you will have peace of mind in due time. We have all the time in the world. All the time in the world. I hold the time. I know the plans I have for you. I am carrying us through this. You can sleep. You can do whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all factored in at this point. I'm talking about the ones that have been walking with the Lord for a while. And he's been leading you through a dry place. Through a dry place. But through a dry place for so long, you think the dry place is your home. I know I have. I'm like, I don't exist anywhere. Everywhere is dry. I don't remember when it wasn't dry. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, Lord, can you just fuck off? Honestly. And he's just like, I get it. I'm like, I don't like how understanding you are. He just keeps pointing back to himself. Who knew that he would receive me like this? And who knew I needed him to receive me like this when I'm in a place I don't understand? And he's just like, peace of mind in due time. That is what I'm speaking over you. Meaning, let me be the one to convince you that the season has changed. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. And this basically means just react however you're reacting right now. You don't have to put anything else on. You don't have to add anything extra. You are the way you are because you've walked with him. You've been walking with him. How else are you supposed to respond? I don't know what more would be expected from us human beings. Walking with a God we can't see, through a place we don't know, getting to a place that we don't even know even more about that, leaving behind the familiar that then, after walking for a certain amount of time, is no longer a place you can go back to. Where are you in your mind with that? Damn, this music. Either stay on or stay off. That's in my mood, right? It's like, don't you... It's either bring me back to the ground or lift me up. Not this in-between shit. Not this buffering shit. Not this the light is flickering. It's giving flickering fucking in a hospital at night. Like, no. Oh, it's good. No, it's not. It's good. No, it's not. It's good. And you go through that like so many times, right? How can you really have peace of mind like that? You can't. And this is where I've never met someone so strong and confident about himself who is also just like not needing me to do anything more than just remaining. Meaning you say yes to the walk and everything on the walk is provided. So all of the preparation, the spiritual, you said yes. You're locked into the roller coaster, like I like to say. All right, click, click, click. Here we go. What more can you give at this point? If you're thinking, oh, I need to add something to this. No, you don't. At a certain point, and it seems to be all set up this way, for him to get you to trust him. With the building of trust between you two. He's like, you don't know me. I have to reveal myself to you. You think you know me. You have preconceived notions about who I am. And those will be tested. Whenever you go through storms, what you really believe is going to come out. And I don't shame you for what's really coming out of you. But I honor you and love you where you need me to love you the most. Have you experienced that with him? I need you to love me in this place I didn't even know existed. I didn't know that I felt so damaged in this place. That's something the light will do, man. If you've been in the dark for a really long time and you start to experience the light, you're like, I believe great lies about myself. I'm very disoriented. It's hard to have peace of mind when you don't have stability. The only thing that's stable is instability. It's consistently there, and it has been for a long time. And naive, young Brandon a couple of years ago heard a word, right? Scrolling on TikTok, they're like, your breakthrough is tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? The same guys and girls, they're saying the same thing today. I'm like, well, tomorrow never comes if it's always tomorrow. Damn it, you got me. Clickbait, I don't know. Just wasn't for me in that day, but when I was young, when I was naive, I was like, yeah. And then after hearing it for a certain amount of time, I was just like, I can't hear this anymore. Like I can only be here. I can't be there. And here is taking everything out of me, and it's costing me everything just to remain here. And I can't get out of here because I seem to be locked into here. I seem to be in a fixed position and I can't get myself out. That's what it is to be in a dry place, I think. Once it's dry, you can't make it not dry. You can't. There was a time before where you could make it not dry, but that's when it wasn't dry. You know what I'm saying? Like when he makes it dry, when he leads you into the wilderness, he is your way out. And you're there and you're looking at, oh, I've seen that tree before. Why is it so damn hot? And you just feel your senses like all the time where that becomes like your life. You're just like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. Right? And then eventually, the Lord's like, hey, it's time. It's time to wake up now. Wake up. Why am I so red? I just feel like I'm so red. I've been walking in the sun or whatever. I feel like it's summer already. I don't like the outside. Well, I do in the morning, but I don't like it when the sun is beating it. It just feels like it's oppressive or something. I was made for like northern states or something, not southern ones. Anyways, the Lord's like, wake up. Wake up, we're almost there. And he's not like, hey, wake up. Looks like setting an alarm or something. He's like, I'm waking you up. It's not just like in a day. It hasn't been my experience. It's like, no, you've been asleep a really long time. Like you've been like going through this shit for a really long time, right? You don't remember when it wasn't this, which means you've been going through it for a really long time. When it starts to override everything and affect everything, you've been going through it for a really long time. So the ones that know what I'm saying, it's going to resonate with them. Have you experienced ongoing, continuous suffering, the same cycles over and over and over? You've been going through it for a really long time. And I think eventually, to help yourself, and maybe the Lord allows it, he allows you to disassociate. Try to, get away from it. So then you feel scattered or whatever. Kind of like that show Severed or something. You have like two sides to yourself. You have to like kind of like protect what's left of your mind or something. Am I the only one? No, I don't think so. But you walk long enough, that's where you'll be. And it's very much like being asleep. You're just like, I don't understand what's going on. I thought I was awake before. I wasn't awake before. Now there's all this suffering. It's continuous. I can't seem to get out of this limitation, this lack. I feel restricted in all of these ways. And then you just live there. And you have to get used to being uncomfortable. You become comfortable living uncomfortably. But then the Lord one day says, you know what, Brandon? You know what, viewer across the screen? It's time to wake up now. Because you thought we were just in a waiting room and just living in a waiting room. You're just looking at the same magazines over and over and over. Dry ass magazines from 2007. Okay? People's Magazine. Shit's not even relevant anymore. Nobody cares. Shit's old. Old magazines. But that's all that's in the waiting room. And you've just been reading the same one forever and ever. Trying to find yourself in it. Trying to find some kind of nourishment in your surrounding. There's nothing. You don't want to talk to. There's nothing. And the Lord's just like, like on the intercom or whatever. It's like, so-and-so report to the office. So-and-so. You're just like, what was that? Like, there's an intercom here? Oh, I've been going through something to get to something. Shut up! Shut up. That's right. Lock it up. I've been going through something to get somewhere? He's like, yeah. Yeah. We've been going through it. We've been going somewhere the whole time. You just didn't know it. You just got so used to being in the waiting room reading the same magazine from 2007, right? Experiencing great lack. Just like I made in a former video, like you just got used to living in the lost and found box, and you said, like, I'm gonna be lost forever. I don't know how to cope with this. I don't know how to not cope with this. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna disassociate. And he's like, okay, go to sleep. But eventually he was like, well, it's time to wake up now. I'm turning things around. And I'm like, you can fuck off with that. You're not gonna get me 2023. I learned my lesson, okay? I'm not gonna get swayed. And he's like, you don't have to believe me. I don't say it so you can believe me. I'm saying it to you because I'm announcing it before it springs into being, so you know of the faithfulness that I've had in carrying you in places that you can't walk. You've become disassociated. You've had to protect what's left of your mind and your strength and all of that. And who could blame you? You're a human being. But I'm waking you up now because we were going somewhere the whole time. These words are coming out of my mouth and I'm rejecting them so hard. I'm rejecting these words so hard, and it doesn't matter. Apparently, Allegedly. This is to me the nature of God showing up to me and being like, I'm in control of everything. I've factored in everything. You can't miss this one. You can't miss what's coming for you. You didn't just start going through a place and then you didn't know the way to get through, and so now you're just stuck in the wilderness. He's like, I wouldn't be faithful if I didn't carry you through. You see, my name is on the line, my reputation. That's what the Lord was telling me the other day. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess it kind of is. Like, it kind of is, you know? And I had this thing with him now. It's just like, look, man, like, I've gone through all this shit. You know, like, so if you want my life to get good, like, what am I going to do? Stop you or something? Like, dude, I don't have any energy anymore. I don't have any strength. I'm in the neutral zone with this whole thing. I predicted to get bad, right? To stay low, but hey, what do I know? Shit. So I just hear it, and I'm just like, all right. He's like, I'm announcing it to you before I spring it into being. You, yes, you. Peace of mind in due time. You will reap a harvest in due time. Due time. Which, in other words, in another way of looking at it, is there is a former contract that is about to expire. There is an assignment that I've allowed the enemy to have on your life, but only because I knew what he took away, I was going to give you more. What the years that were taken from you, what does it say in the word? That the locusts have eaten the years of your life. I said, I will allow this contract for a time, for this person to know of my faithfulness, that whenever something is taken from my child and they're walking with me, like a mafia man or something, you walking with me? And they're walking with me, they will always get more than what they bargained for. They will always get more than what they've lost, because I am faithful. And he's like, this is my reputation. It's on the line. And you're on the internet, dude. My 50 subscribers. You guys know. But that's what the Lord said to me. Otherwise, I'm just talking to Wilson like the volleyball on the island, like Tom Hanks from Castaway. That's not a very good story, right? I don't think so. So I'm just like, oh, shit, yeah, I forgot we're not just in a waiting room, just waiting to die. I haven't died yet. I should have died. Why haven't I died yet? Because I'm going to live? For what? Why? For what? Then the damn sun starts to shine, right? And then something starts to be a little bit different. And I'm like, I don't trust that at all. You can get that as far away from me as possible. And he's like looking at me and he's just like, yeah, I get it. But like also, no. Like, you don't know what's up. I don't expect you to know what's up. I'm the faithful one. I've been faithful. I don't take you to a place, right? I don't allow you to be taken apart without the intention of putting you back together. I won't leave you undone. I won't allow you to be put to shame. I want to know that God. I guess I'm knowing that God. I'm in position to know that God because I feel like I've been taken apart and I'm one day away from fully being put to shame. It's like the nail in the coffin has been hammered in ever so slowly, and I'm just watching it go in. And I'm like, that one last fucking... that's going to do it. That nail is going to be in the coffin, and I'm going to be in the ground, man. And I'm not coming back. And I'm like, good, bye. See you later. I don't want to be conscious anymore. But it hasn't happened yet. Now the Lord over here talking about some new shit. And I'm just like, but back to peace of mind. Peace of mind in due time. This is what I'm announcing to you before I spring it to being. Meaning, give it time. Where else are you going to go? Give it time. There is time. With this, there is a grace to not trust good things coming into your life. Other words would say, you got to believe it. You got to trust it. If you don't, you're not going to receive it. And I'm like, I think when you're already on the walk and he's already made the promise to you, it's on him to deliver. In all the ways that you're going to fall short to see his faithfulness, because you're going to know him intimately and relationally in that place. He's going to carry you where you can't walk. That's the way he's been showing up to me. He's like, I don't expect anything more from you. And I know you don't trust this. And I'm allowing you to, I like this, to have me on probation for as long as you feel comfortable. Be skeptical of me and everything. So take the weight off of yourself, because you are just responding how one would respond being in the wilderness for so long. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. Damn, man, there ain't no Snickers out here, all right? Manna don't taste like no damn Snickers. I'm starving. He's told me, you're not yourself when you're hungry. And now it's making a little bit more sense. You've been walking in the wilderness for so long. I don't expect anything from you. Push it away. Don't. Seems like he's factored it all in. Why? So you can see his faithfulness. The nature of God revealing himself to you. And you seeing it was the Spirit of God that carried me where I couldn't walk. And now I'm a witness that was enough. That was enough. He didn't need me like I thought he needed me. And now I'm set free. And now I know something I didn't know before. He's faithful. He's faithful. I know that he's faithful. Not someone else's testimony, and that sounds good. I walked and I discovered, and then he said, it takes time, but you're going to have peace of mind. I'm going to convince you that the tables have turned. Because I'm like, all right, look, 2025, you're a little bit different. Okay, you got me. A little bit different. I even wrote it down this time. I don't know where I've been the last other years. Having a hard time thinking. But I wrote it down. So this is different. This is different. I look at it and I'm like, okay, that's different. And he's like, keep that pen ready. I'm like, there ain't nothing else I'm writing down on this page. Leave me to die. And he's like, nope. You're going to live. You're going to live because I'm faithful. You're going to live because I'm good. You're not going to just be in a basis of survival for your whole life. You are going to live. You are going to have your life and have it more abundantly. Where there was lack and restriction on all sides, there will be freedom on all sides. Because he's kind of this is what I got from him this morning, an all or nothing God. Meaning when he allows you to have it, meaning the contract that the enemy has against your life, he's like, go for him. Go for her. I mean, he says you can do this and you can't do that. It's kind of like the story of Job. I'm allowing you to do this, but not do this. Okay? But he seems to take it pretty far. Pretty damn far. Farther than you would like, but that's what requires the stretching. But the same God who shared with you in suffering seems to carry the same nature when it comes to celebration, when it comes to the promise fulfilled. Except he talks crazy like double, 100-fold. You're not going to even know. You can't even conceive of what I have for you. I'm like, all right, cool, bet, okay. But that's the same God. He's like, you can attack him on all of these sides. And in all of these sides, I'm going to restore. And in all of these sides where this person was confined, I'm going to give them liberty. That seems to be the more places that you are confined and squeezed, the more oil you will receive and the more liberty you will end up with. And in that liberty, a great confidence in his faithfulness. Damn it, God. Why are you like this, dude? It's like your whole thing. It's like your shtick. Your shtick? Shtick? I don't know. Shtick? That's what it is, I think, probably. It's this whole, like, thing. This is like, oh, hey, I make promises. I didn't know anything about this. Didn't know. Look, man, I'm just a real guy on the internet talking to you. Okay? I'm a real person. I don't like when people present themselves. I'm not presenting myself. This is an honest account. And I have been affected by the place that I've been in. And the Lord says, I know, and I'm doing something about it. And I'm not looking to you to make a way. I'm not looking to you to pick it up in the last quarter. I who began a good work, I am faithful to complete it because I want you to see. When I reveal my nature to you, you see the nature of God is faithful. He is faithful. He is love. His love is for me. What he allowed to be taken from me, there was just like a clause at the end, right? A footnote at the at the end of the enemy's like contract on your life. And he's like, but I'm giving it all back to him at a certain time. Whenever your contract expires, because it must, because this person wasn't made to be in darkness forever, but to be in marvelous light, to know and be known by me, to know the nature of me, I will be faithful to end that contract and then bring them into my own contract. You're going to like his contract, pretty sure. Time will tell, right? What's going to happen? I don't know. Oh. Okay. I thought my phone was going to fall. It's a good time to wrap it up, though. Do we have any questions? Someone in the back. Okay. You look like you've been on fire for like at least 6 months, right? I'm not talking about on fire like you're like really, I mean, like someone's like lit you on fire and you look crispy, okay? Not in a good way. What's your question? Yeah. All right, see you later.